been learning quickly bit left shift and right shift operators in C and C++ because I'm terrible at programming. I was having troubles understanding such an easy concept, but it kind of clicked for me just then using a mathematical formula, and I think probably people would benefit from this, even though I just understood it. This website really helped. Geeks for geeks. I count myself as a geek, maybe. Yeah, I'd say so. I love this kind of stuff. So it really helped me understood because bit shifting is really important in embedded. It's kind of like the bread and butter with along the operators and what like your and or and such. So this website says, for example, n equals 22, which in binary form is this, and you can put into these calculators. I use rapid tables, so it's decimals 22 and you get the hex is 0x16, and so it says if you left shift by 2, then this will become n times 2 to the power of 2, and they get 2 to the power of 2 because it always works in 2. So if this was 1, this would be, so if this was 1, this would be 2 to the power of 1, but because it's 2 to the power of 2, so in this case it'd be 22 times 2 to the power of 2, which you get is 88, and then you get 0 1 0 1 1 0 0 0. But because it's left shift by 2, the simpler way for dealing with these simple numbers, if you just add the zeros on from the left to the left, so right to left, the zeros here they simply get discarded and they do not get added. So these get discarded and this is your new total. I did not understand this till I saw this formula, so I thought this was really helpful. So this is what you do if you're left shifting, I suppose. Coming up to the right shift, it's the opposite where we divide it instead. So they use n equals 32 and they want to right shift it by 2 to be n divided by 2 times 2 to the power of 2, which you get is 8, and this can be written as 1000. Well, what's you may be thinking, so I was doing some practicing here, and I do highly recommend this because I feel like we all get into this habit of, oh, like we know this, it's okay, we can just do this here, I'll understand later, or it's just me, and it just bites us back. We don't build a solid good foundation. So just from this, I've done this so many times with other different subjects, language learning and other things, especially engineering related concepts. I've just thought like, oh, I'll be all right. Like I understood briefly, like just enough, but not enough to really get it down. So I've got a 0x16 right shifted by 3. So use the formula. So 0x16, which is 22 in its decimal form. So you do 22 divided by 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. So 22 divided by 8, you get 2.75. But you can't really put a decimal in this case. So if we get the calculator, so we do, so what's this? We put in hex. So 16 and right shift by 3, we get 2. So it seems to always round down because you cannot just create a bit, I suppose. You can't just create something out of thin air. Because if we do 22, so standard 22 divided by 8 is the answer we get. And you don't round up because you're just creating something. I guess that's not easy, so you round down to the nearest 0. Is this near 0? Yeah. So, but that's how I understood it. Anyway, it made perfect sense for me. So I hope this helps. And I realize that I've got a lot to learn starting from here when I thought I didn't. But I bought this book also for STM32 programming. It's STM32 ARM programming for embedded systems using C language with STM32F4 ARM by Muhammad Ali Maziri, Shujen Chen, and Eshra Gami. I've probably said those all wrong, so I do apologize. English is not my strongest language, nor is any language, and it's the only language I speak. It's been really good so far. It's been really good. I really do recommend. It seems everything's kind of teaches you. It doesn't really teach you the basics like hold your hand. Kind of expects you to go off on your own in some parts, but from first 21 pages, it's quite good. It has some example questions which I've been doing, and yeah, actually hoping to learn to program at the end of this.